of these questions all the time of why are people so different? A tablet works for me, doesn't work for somebody else. I eat something, I get indigestion. Someone else doesn't get indigestion. I am lactose intolerant. Someone is not. I have food sensitivity. I have food allergy. Someone else doesn't have. There are so many human biological variations that we see. And all of these variations come from our genes. It is our genes that determine how we absorb food, how we utilize food, how much fat is generated, deposited, how we will behave to exercise, when we will sleep, how we will sleep, etc. All of these are genetically predetermined. In days gone by, there was no way to harness this information and utilize it in any meaningful way. Today, a new era has been born, an era of precision medicine where we can harness the power of our genes and utilize it for counseling, for lifestyle changes, for telling you which is the best food that will work for you. How can you lose weight? How can you control your glucose? What is the best exercise for you? When should you do your exercise? All of these answers you will get if you do the GLC. There were so many variations that get explained through the GLC. So now when we say, what is GLC? Sorry, this is a bit slow. Yeah, what is GLC? GLC is a personalized health approach by you, for you. Your genes decoded for you. You use your genetic informations to tailor specific lifestyle recommendations for you. Diet, exercise, stress management, what are your addictions, what are your intolerances, all of these we can find out. This is science based wellness. We have so many things out there. There are apps that tell you all kinds of fancy things. There are people telling you all kinds of fancy things. But do they have science behind it? Usually not. Here is an approach where we use science-based wellness in order to help you achieve whatever goal you are looking for. Are you trying to lose weight? Let's achieve that goal. Are you trying to control your glucose levels? Let's achieve that goal. So whatever it is that you want to do, we are using this science of your genes to help you achieve that. We try to bridge the gap between science and actual practical applications so that everyday life choices become routine, become easy, become practical, and they become efficient for you. Your genes don't lie. You are born with them, you die with it. So there's no change in your gene. Your gene is 100%. Once you do this once in a lifetime, then for life, this is what you are made of. Everybody's genetic code is different. You would have heard that every fingerprint is different. Similarly, every genetic code is different. So using your code, we can say what is the best for you. That is what GLC is all about. So who can benefit from it? Anybody can benefit from it. Depends on what that person is looking for. Is it management of chronic diseases like blood glucose, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, lipids, cholesterol, any of these things are you looking to control? Well, it can work very well for that. Are you someone who's interested in general wellness, just to know what works for me, what doesn't work for me? Are you someone who's interested in that? This works for you. Prevention. Do you want to know how I can get the healthiest version of me, prevent all these diseases? Yes, it works for you that way as well. Nutrient deficiencies. So it may tell you what these micronutrient deficiencies you may be having or are susceptible to. It may tell you what allergies you may be susceptible to. Healthy aging. Your genetic code tells you all about how soon you will age and many, many other things. If you are an athlete, it'll tell you what your performance capacity is, etc. So it's different strokes for different folks. It's not one size fits all. It depends on you. It is unique for you and only you. So that's what GLC is all about. So just to take you briefly through the snapshot of how it works, the first step will be assessment of by the GLC counselors, who I'll introduce in a second. So we ask some questions. I'll tell you about that. Once we have a basic assessment, we then send you the swab. So what we use is a salivary swab for getting your genes. That will be sent to you. It's a kit. Again, I'll show you how that works. Once you send that kit, within a 3-week period, we analyze the genes and a report is generated. Based on that, you will speak to a GLC counselor, that is a genomic lifestyle counselor. You will speak particularly to them, and based on that, you will have, if needed, you can have a follow-up, or depending on what you need after that, it's flexible. So here are the things we look for screening and assessment. We look at your height, weight, your basic anthropometry. We take your metabolic and medical history, gut and energy assessments, physical activity data, family history, social habits, sleep, diet, and food intolerance and sensitivity. So this is it doesn't take too long. It takes about 20 minutes to do, and this can be done on the phone. The other important thing that we'd like to tell you, the entire GLC is a digital one. So you don't have at any point in time to have contact with a physician or come to a center. If you come, that's fine, but you can do everything online. You can register online. Once you pay online, the kit reaches you. Once the kit reaches you, you can send it back. The report and counseling is done online. So it's 100% online system that can be done from any part of the country. So here's the GLC kit. This is what it looks like. There are a couple of things that are important here. Because we're studying genetic code, we require a consent from you. Please note that without consent of the individual, a genetic testing cannot and will not be done. It's not legal to do genetic testing without consent of the individual. So if this consent form is not received, we are unable to do the test. So we'll show you exactly, there's a QR code, we'll show you exactly how that works. And once you have the kit, your saliva basically, you put it and send it to us in the lab. So here's a small video done by Mahalakshmi, one of our GLC counselors, which tells you how exactly to work with this kit. There's no music. So that's the kit that she's received. She's taking out the form there. That is the return envelope, which is a pre-printed one. That's a return envelope. Now she's opening the cover. That is the consent form, which you will have a registration box and a consent form. Once you open that, those are the swabs that she's holding in her hand. So the first thing is there's a QR code there. She's taking out her phone and scanning the QR code. It opens up like this. Basic information is then collected. Your name, your email address, phone number, nationality, and just some very basic details. That's it, done. Enter the time and date of the sample collection that it automatically captures this way. Click on the consent form. This is the most important thing. She's also signing the consent form there. You have to tick that box and sign it if you agree for this data to be used for research purposes. Once she's done that, she takes out the swab. As you can see, all of you know about these COVID swabs. Very easy to tell people now. They all know what that is. You know, she's going to take a salivary swab. She's putting in her mouth, taking salivas from there. You can see she's doing that. Do it a couple of times so that the saliva absorbs onto the cotton there. And do not eat or drink anything for 30 minutes before you take this sample. Put it there, shake it as she's showing, put it back from where you got it. There are two of that. Put it in the pre-sealed envelope that we have provided in the kit. It's already pre-printed, the address and everything. Just seal it and send it to us.